powered by Riverside FM.
What I was trying to say is that if I can change,
Я думаю, что каждый тоже изменился
and
сегодня.
you can change,
Вы можете измениться.
everybody can change.
Каждый может измениться.
You're listening to WildFireRadio.com presents the Jerry Torres program. No bad news, no sad news, no politics, no religion, just happy fun stuff. And now, here's your host, Jerry Torres.
Five-time Emmy Award-winning anchor Ron Burgundy and Tits McGee.
Now go do that voodoo that you do so well.
What the? Oh my God. That was loud. Dude, what the hell? Oh my Lord. Let's put that down a little bit. Yes. Oh my God. What the hell? Oh my God. Jesus Christ, I should have never hit that. Yeah, how about this guy right here? Oh my God, the World Cup, people. Yeah, that's what you're getting right now is the World Cup. Little here, a little there. Oh my Lord, this is long. Shut up. Sheesh. Anyway, yeah, I'm re-recording what I did yesterday. What happened was they upgraded Riverside. I kind of knew it, but I pretty much accidentally did not hit USB audio device. And there was something else I hit, and pretty much everything went kaplooey. You couldn't hear my voice. You couldn't hear my sensual, sexy voice. Yeah. So I was pretty much pissed off, and I was like, damn it. Now I got to do the whole thing. Yeah.
How'd you like them apples?
Yeah. So I'm going to do everything of the script that I did from yesterday. So that way I'm going to title it again. What the hell is I going to title it? Oh yeah. Somebody. Give me 1 second here. Somebody texted me, and I'm not too excited. Let me see who texted me. Oh, Victor. Oh, okay. They're good. Yeah. So yeah, it was pretty much hell on earth. That I was like cheese and crackers. They had to go through the whole crap again. Oh man. Yeah. So let me see here. Yeah, and so I pretty much. Oh man. Yeah. So I had to go through the whole crap all over again. So let's do this, people. Yeah, I'm not gonna hit that damn button again. All right, because those guys say gold too damn long. Hold on for a second, man. I got a. So right now I'm watching Brazil beat Scotland. Qatar is out, and the World Cup is going on. Everything is so exciting. Hold on. Oh my God. So it is by far some teams are eliminated, and let's read you back what we have here, people. All right, hold on. So right now the World Cup scores. Here we go, people. All right, so it's Haiti and Morocco 2-2, Scotland and Brazil 3-0. We're gonna go with the European term nil. All right. And so who plays tonight? Oh, Switzerland 2, Canada 1, Bosnia 3, Qatar 1. Oh, that was today. So Qatar is out. Morocco and Haiti 2-2, 2-2. Scotland 0, Brazil 3. And tonight at 9 o'clock, and two games. So South Africa and Korea, South Africa and South Korea, and then Chechnya versus Mexico at 9 o'clock. So we got interesting games, and tomorrow is Morocco and Cote d'Ivoire. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. Yeah, and Ecuador and Germany, Tanzania and the Netherlands, and Japan and Sweden, Turkey and the USA. Yeah, that's right. I said Turkey. You're damn right. Turkey's gonna go up against the USA. Yeah. That's a shame. It's animal rights activists, man. They're gonna kick a turkey around. Shame on you, people. That was so damn mean. Anyway, so yeah, so screw that, man. I'm gonna do the same. So my vacation's going good, ladies and gentlemen. I kept it pretty simple. I didn't spend way too much money. On my first day of my vacation, I went to the beach and I needed to go. I'm going to go back again in July and one more time in August. So I went and it was you got to get away. Let's put it that way. You got to get away from everything and everyone. That's what I did. And I managed to just walk on the beach and let the water hit my feet and get away from everything and everyone. And I was there for like maybe 2, 3 hours at the least, and just clearing my head and trying to relax. And it was helping. It was very much helping. Excuse me. So I managed to, like I said, just relax, man. You know, and I just walked around. There was no shells, man. The last year and the year before, I found these beautiful looking shells, man. I walked around. I'm like, where the hell are the shells? Where the hell are they? And I mean, I didn't see anything. I was like, what the f is going on here? So I managed to just, just pick up nothing, basically, you know. And I was walking around, and I'm so glad I brought my bug spray because these gnats and biting flies that were flying around. So I sprayed myself with my deep off stuff, and that worked. That very much worked. It repelled all the bugs away. They're like, ew, man, you're not human skin. Ew, you disgusting. So yeah, I did what I normally do every summer. I would go to the beach, just relax, lay back, and have no qualms, no bothers, no nothing. Of course, I see the people fishing, and just enjoying their time. And that's pretty much what I was doing. I was like, you know what? I'm here to relax, dude. I'm here to get away. Had a long ass 2, 3 months and working long ass hours. I was like, you know what? F this, dude. Hold on. Ah, drinking my coffee. One more sip. That wasn't a sip. That was a drop. Oh my god. Mm. Ah. So then, laid back, read my book, the book that I have, the making of the movie that I really love a lot. What the hell was I? F and crap. Forgot the name of the title of the book I was reading. Oh my god. Hold on. Son of a bitch. Ugh. The Wild Bunch. God damn it. I can't believe I forgot it. It was this is the book of the hell that this director and writer went through to make this movie. And I think I mentioned it before. I'm almost done reading it. But like this writer went through hell trying to make this movie. He wanted the top actors. He wanted to get the best actors he can, but at the time the budget wasn't there. So, he did what he could. He did what he could, and the film is a legendary classic. So I was reading that, and then I started walking around the beach a bit, and I enjoyed myself. I really did. And after that, I went back to my car, scrubbed all the sand off my feet, you know, had my bottled water, poured it on my feet, poured it on my face. I was like, ugh, get all this gunk off me. Because I had sunscreen on and then I had the bug spray. I was like, oh my God, I need this. So after all that, I managed to just enjoy myself and just go back, drive home, go to White Castle. It's been a while since I had some White Castle. After the White Castle, came home, took a nice shower, and then after that, the rest of the day, I just chilled and relaxed, man. And then, like, I went a little bit of shopping, and then I caught up on a lot of sleep. Took a nap here, took a nap there, and my vacation is going AO OKBO. Yay, yo. Hooey, yippee, yay, yo. Woo, 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 woo. Oh my God. Let me get out of here. Get on my turbine bike. That was it. What the hell was that? Oh my God. Anyway, that was stupid. No, 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 you're not stupid. No, I am. Do, 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 do. Yeah, here's your stupid gun delay. What the hell? Anyway, so I managed to do the beach day, went to White Castle, got my burger, and I didn't do much on my birthday. I thought about getting away for a while, but I was like, you know what? No, no, no. Yeah, I just need to just catch up on a lot of stuff, catch up on some sleep. My brother's working, so I had to make sure I picked the days where I can just go out and do it. Today was like the last day I went out and do the things I needed to do, right? And which was okay, because tomorrow I'm gonna cut the grass. After I cut the grass, I'm not gonna go do open mic tomorrow. I'm not gonna do it. And because I just want to enjoy my vacation. So tomorrow I'm gonna wash my car. After I wash my car, I might do it Friday. No, you know what? No, I'm not gonna wash my car, but it's gonna rain all day Saturday. So screw that. All right. So what I'm gonna do tomorrow when I get up after my workout, after having my healthy smoothie breakfast, um, I'm gonna go cut the grass. That's right. I'm gonna cut the grass and just because I already spread the weed killer all over because there were weeds growing right on my driveway, the corners of my fence, and my walkway. I was like, what the hell? These weeds were growing aggressively. Like these guys just did not want to leave. They were like, no, you killed our friends. We're coming back. Screw you, dude. I was like, come on, guys. It's just, they're just annoying. Hold on. Hmm. Ah, yeah. So I sprayed the weed killer on my driveway. And after I sprayed the weed killer on my driveway, that's the spray right there. Let me shake it up a bit. S P I. Give me a second. T. Spit. Again, if anyone has seen Beach Street, you would have hell know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so what I did was I bought some of the best weed killer on the market, and it was a bottle you can mix it with water. I said, oh, okay. So I grabbed that, I filled up the whole jug with water, and filled it up to the brim. Then after that, I just started spraying. No weed had no mercy. I was like, you know what? F this. I'm going to spray it through all. Sprayed it on my driveway, my walkway, the corners of my fence, areas where it was like, really? Really? They were like hiding behind like walls and bricks. I was like, you know what? You guys ain't going to hide, damn it. So the next thing you know, about an hour or two later, they were all like wilting, like dead. And I was like, yes, yes. The following day, there was some they did spray. They were like, haha, you missed us. I'm like, really? Here I am again, douche. So I sprayed more. And next thing you know, it was now it's just like a desert. I mean, like wilted, dead grass and weeds in my driveway, in my walkway, and other areas where the weeds were growing. I was like, you know what? Good. I'm glad you're all dead. Because every time I pull them out, they grow back. I use my weed whacker, cut them, they grow back. And I was like, you know what? F this. So that's what I did. I had to use weed killer. Screw it. I don't care. They're all dead. Dead. Do you hear me? Dead. D-E-Ed. Okay? Dead. So they're gone. And I felt a little good because tomorrow I'm going to cut the grass and trim the weeds and a little bit here, a little bit there. So that way, the shit I got to go through just to, you know, make my front and backyard look nice. Anyway, um, yeah. So I thought about taking salsa lessons, but the problem is, it's some of them. These good places are in Philadelphia, and due to the fact that it's World Cup, the prices are jacked up. So I'm pretty much going to wait until the World Cup is officially over to go take some salsa lessons. And I'm not saying I'm going to go back to the routine like I did many years ago, just to go back a little here, a little there. You know what I mean? And not be like a, you know, a regular. You know what I mean? I've done that before. I'm not doing that again. So after that, I couldn't do it because it was too expensive. And I was like, you know what? For right now, it is. So because of this World Cup and the prices all jacked up, and I pay for my parking, but there's some studios that don't have parking. You have to like ride around for 50 hours just to find a parking spot. And when you do find it, it's like 5 miles away from the studio in Philadelphia. F that, dude. Yeah, I'm not doing that, man. Uh huh. Yep.
Asking for a friend.
Mm. Uh, anyway, so let me see here. Yeah. So yesterday was no, yesterday or the day before. Yeah, yesterday was just a damn rainy day. Every I was like, I had things to do, things to take care of. I had plans. But my friend, she was not feeling well. She called me and texted me and FaceTimed me to let me know that the truth. That's what a woman should do, not a childish bitch like the woman I dated in the past. But um, she was not feeling well, and I was like, oh, okay. And I kept thinking, this rain will hold out. Yeah, we can go to the beach. Blah 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 blah. It turns out that I had like 3 or 4 things to take care of, right? And I couldn't do it because it was raining nearly all day, and it was just pissing me the fuck off, you know what I mean? I Every step I took, it rained. Everywhere I went, it rained. I was like, "Oh my god. I can't do anything." So I managed to just do at least 2 things that I needed to do. As I was walking, I you know, I had my umbrella on me. So I was like, good, thank God. It was like this downpour of this rain. I was like, oh, what the F? Yeah, it sounded like that. Except there was no thunder. It was just rain coming down all damn day. So I said, you know what? I had to I was in Medford, New Jersey. Very nice neighborhood, very clean. I loved it. I love Medford. It's very nice. Right there next to Haddonfield. So I started to walk around and went to the areas I needed to go for I was there for like maybe 20, 30 minutes. And I took some pictures, got some information. Everybody was very nice people. And so every 5 steps, it was just rain, 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 rain. And like I said, I'm so glad I brought my umbrella with me. So after the last stop, I went to this bagel shop and I grabbed me an apple juice because I was really thirsty. And I drank my apple juice and then went back to my car and I just, bought some pizza for my family. And then after that, I just went straight home. Oh my God, man. The rain yesterday ruined everything. And I'm not saying that, I took the timing, I took my vacation bad. No, I didn't. It was just like, I just needed to get away. That's all I needed to do, dude. So after all that, um, drove home, chilled a bit, and watched more of the World Cup. Which, by the way, I'm going to download the football app. It's pretty much you can watch soccer anytime, anywhere, because now it's like I'm so into it. It has to be the Colombian blood in me. That's what it has to be. So I'm gonna download that, and then like anytime I can watch soccer, anytime, anywhere. And it's like, oh, Scotland and England are playing. Oh yeah, I'll watch that. Then oh, Spain and Switzerland. Sure, I'll watch that. Man. So I might do that once this World Cup is officially over, which it will be in 2 more weeks. Cannot wait. I'll miss it. I'll miss it till another 4 more years. Oh, effing crap. Let's see. I'm 54 years old. By the next World Cup, I'll be 54 years old. So yeah, yeah, yeah. So I gotta wait. Hot damn it. Anyway, yeah, I'm not trying to spend too much money, and I paid off my bills first. That's the first thing I always do. I pay off my bills. There were some credit cards, and like I am on the verge of paying 3 of them off, and I'm so thankful. And after I pay those credit cards off, I'm in the works of buying new tires for my rear tires. They're not bad, but they're just a little bit starting to crack and getting a little bulgy there. So I was like, I'll wait till the fall and I'll buy new tires. So yeah. And yeah, so I was very responsible. I was paying my bills and putting gas in my car and groceries on Friday. I'll check to see if I have everything I need. I don't need to go out and buy groceries. So I'm pretty much going to keep an eye on tomorrow. See when because like I said, I'm going to the movies tomorrow. I'm going to go see Supergirl. And already the reviews on Supergirl, un momento, por favor. All right, here we go. Let me see here. Let me see here. Supergirl. So the reviews are in right now. Let me see here. Okay. So right now it is, oh, that sucks. 57% on Rotten Tomatoes, nothing yet on audience score. Um eh, well, I'm still going to go see it regardless. I'll be the judge. But already it's like some people gave it 3.5, some people gave it like 5.5 out of 10. Another critic gave it like 3.5, and I'm like, "Oh my god, 3 out of 5." Another critic gave it like a splat, and I'm like, "Oh my god, 3.5." Another critic, this one is great. Caitlin Kennedy, Simply Cinema. She gave it a 7 out of 10. It's imperfect, but that's part of the charm. I like that. Okay. And there's some other ones gave us like some douchebag, disrespectful comments. I'm like, really? Really? So what I'm gonna one guy gave it a C plus. I'm like, okay, all right. So what I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna go see it tomorrow. Once my brother comes home, I might go to the 3:45 or the 6:45 show. Okay, so now I gotta check to see Supergirl, Burlington Regal Cinema, flappadabadooba, dinga dinga dinga, rappadabadooba. All right, here we go. So there is one at 3 p.m. and one at 5 p.m. I might go to the 5 p.m. one. Yeah. I'm not gonna go watch it in 3D. It's nay, 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 nay. So I might see the 5 p.m. or the 6 p.m. show. Yeah. So that's what I'm gonna do tomorrow. Go to the movies and see Supergirl, and God willing, I'll be the judge because I want to see Lobo. He's one of my favorite DC characters. He fought Superman, and he beat Superman to near death, but Superman got back at him. And if you ever see the fights, it's pretty much they always even out, you know. But everybody knows if give or take, Lobo can really do some damage on Superman. Yeah. Which people are like, well, who can kill him? Well, his own race can kill him. But what he did was he killed his entire race. But there are some survivors, that are like in different parts of the galaxy, and I think he's hunting them down. I don't know what, but yeah, Batman went one on one on him, and Batman kind of sort of won, you know, because he used his brains. Yeah, that's what he did. So yeah, so tomorrow I'm gonna go see Supergirl. I'll be the judge. All right, and then after that, I will give my own reviews. All right, so shut up, all you other negative critics. May you eat poo poo. There you go. Ooh yeah, yeah. Put them in their place, man. Yeah. Wait, wait. Why did I hit the car alarm by accident? Yeah. Yeah.
Smooth jams.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, my friend. I mentioned I cut the grass, right? I didn't hit this. Yeah. Yeah, I hit that at the last minute, son of a bitch. All right. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hold on. Damn it. There you go. Remind me later. Okay, there you go. So let's go to this thing about Carlos Mencia. Yeah. I know George Lopez and Joe Rogan are so happy and dancing, doing the happy kazoo. Yeah. Yeah, shooting guns in the air. Yeah. What the hell? Damn it.
There's no takeout at the Radizio.
So anyway, what the F was that? Anyway, so he's now arrested for tax evasion and not paying his taxes, $8.5 million that he owes. And did you see the house that he lives in? Yeah. That's the one thing you don't want to mess with. There was this movie that's pretty much said it best. He goes, I don't F with the federal agents and the mafia, other mafias know not to fuck with me. But the one thing I don't want to fuck with is the IRS, you know. And pretty much it wasn't the FBI that took down Al Capone, it was the IRS. Yeah. So pretty much there's a lot of people like these lowbrow douchebags I used to know way back in the day, and they were like, "Oh, we got to do is move a zero here, move a decimal point there, and then after that, move things around. Who's gonna notice? The IRS, dickbag. What the hell? Shoot, man. You think like just because you know how to operate the system and know your way around and some loopholes that the IRS will pretty much really check your background records of your income? They know how much you make exactly. It's kind of like I saw this thing on YouTube about actual accountants that you see in movies, people doing money laundering, and they showed this and this gentleman or this woman, I can't remember which one, but anyway, these were former accountants that they worked for the IRS and federal agencies. And one was retired, did it for like almost 40 years, and she crunched the numbers and stuff like that. And the one thing that when somebody puts like, okay, great example here. If someone put like 7,000, 8, $9,000 in the bank won't see that as a red flag. They'll be like, okay, well, he probably saved up for like 9 months, saved up and put the money in. Oh, he probably won in a betting thing. So they'll look at it as like, nothing. But they always have to contact the IRS regardless. You know, hey, this gentleman here put in. Actually, they send an email or a message to them. Hey, can you check this guy's account? He just placed $7,000 in his bank account. How much does he really make a year? And 9 out of 10, they say they'll look that over. It's nothing. There's nothing illegal. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, it's just 7 grand. That's it. Plain and simple. That's nothing. They'll look that over. But if they put like 700,000 or 7 million in their bank account, then that's pretty much a red flag right there. So now the bank really has to contact the IRS. The IRS has to contact the Secret Service. They also get involved with money and income of a person. And then they start checking your background income, where you work, your bank account statements, how much you pay, what did you buy, and everything. And if you put like 700 grand or 7 million, you're going to hear a knock on the door or a phone call, saying, hey, or basically they show up at the door, hey, we're here at FBI. We want to ask you a couple of questions. We noticed that the bank contacted us. You put in $7 million in the bank account. Can we ask us about that? If you don't have the answers, they're going to ask you questions. And you better have the answers. And if you don't have the answers, then they're really going, you're really going down. So what Carlos Mencia was doing, I read the whole article that he was not filing for his taxes. He didn't pay his taxes. And pretty much he was just dodging the IRS. He was scrounging his money. That's the word they were using, scrounging. So let's put it like this. If you remember the movie Studio 54, the asshole that used to run the club, he since passed many years ago, but he was not paying his taxes and he was hiding his money. Like he hid like around like $5 million, I think. I don't know, but he owed the IRS a lot of money. Like, man, but he wasn't paying his taxes. So next thing you know, they were investigating. They found, that he was hiding his money. And when you run a successful business, and if you open up any type of business, just put it that way. A lot of people think it's like, oh, yeah, I just opened up this new restaurant or this new bar, blah 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 blah. What yet they don't know is, and again, there's another episode about that they do have agents undercover, dressed up as regular customers, and they pretty much look around, look at you, to see if everything's legit and up to par. Yeah. And then after that, that's when they really investigate. And like, okay, there's this guy who owns a bar. He's really doing good. Can you see how well he did in his bank statements last year? Blah, 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 blah. And people think it's like, yeah, right. They don't do that shit. Oh, yes, they do. They do that to every business. And half of the business that they shut down, 9 out of 10, there's like these 3 or 4 businesses that I know, and I knew the people that ran them, that they got shut down because they were selling drugs in their business. One was this corner bar. It was a very nice bar. The asshole dickbag that used to run it was selling cocaine. A guy named Sharky had a pool hall. They shut it down because he was selling drugs. And people were like, how the hell did they know he was selling it? Because people, they have undercover agents, deep cover agents. I read the story. I know everything that happened. I know everything that went down, right? And next thing you know, they shut you down. They have to, you know? And we're like, wow, okay, doing drugs. Um, but when it comes to tax evasion, like not paying your taxes, that's you're going down for that. And for anybody out there that's think they know the system, know how to go around it, think again. Look what happened to Carlos. Technically his real name is he's half German, half what is it? Guatemalan, you know? And he has a ballpark Frank neck. And now I can talk about it. That there's something that really happened with me and Carlos Mencia. I can tell the story now because now since this dickbag is going to be looking at 11 years in prison, I can now tell the story. Many, 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 many moons ago, um, I, I think it was in early 2000 or like 2000, 2005. I can't remember, but anyway, one of his agencies called me, and his manager called me one day. And actually, his manager called an agency that I used to work for. They are now out of business. It's sad because they were really good to me, and they contacted me. Right now, this is when Joe Rogan pretty much exposed him as a thief, and at the time, for those guys, didn't have the power to really expose him what he was. And Joe Rogan said, "You know what? I got Fear Factor. I got News Radio. I'm right now commentating on the UFC. I'm kind of sort of have power. I'll help you guys." And so the whole footage is there. He gets up on the stage and he pretty much exposed him. And Carlos Mencia still stood on the stage, didn't run away. But that's psychologists would say like he's lying and denying, but he's now standing his ground, being defiant, thinking that, oh, if I stay here, they know I'm telling the truth. But there's video, and I mean, there's audio of him stealing material from other comedians and using it as his own, and he's using it like on the Tonight Show and his specials, and it's like, oh man. So thanks to Joe Rogan, now he's a thing. He still lied and denied about it to this day. And then one day in an interview on some radio show, they asked him about that, and he goes, "You know what? I don't give an F. All right, screw them. I'm doing my thing. They don't like it. You know what I mean?" It's like, dude, the point is you're stealing material from other comedians, stuff that they've written, and now they pretty much used it, and now you took it, made it your own, and you're still lying and denying and being defiant over this. Well, so they asked me if I wanted to open for him, right? I think he was doing some show in Atlantic City or Philadelphia. I can't remember. Being in mind that I said, no, I don't want to open for him. And the manager was he was trying to be slick and manipulative and over the phone. Back in those days, there was no FaceTime, nothing like that. So, and cell phones were like a brick with an antenna, So he was like, "Come on, listen, it's Carlos Mencia. If he likes you, he can. What do you mean? If he likes my material, he's gonna use it. You know." He's like, "No, no, no, no. Listen. Joe Rogan, well, he's just an asshole. You know what I mean? Listen, he's trying to use him to bring him down." And then I was like, "Really? Then why is he banned from the Ice House? Why is he banned from the other comedy clubs in Los Angeles?" Pretty much, he had his life threatened. He did, and that's why there's some clubs that won't allow him in. George Lopez like nearly killed him, slammed his body up against the wall. He hates George Lopez, does not. He literally, passionately, religiously hates Carlos Mencia, and so on and so on. So many other comedians just do not like him. And now with this happening, they're having a big smile on their face. But besides all that, that's pretty much what I said. And I said, no, you think I'm stupid? No, he's a thief. He's a liar. And he's fat as hell. You know what I mean? No. And the manager still will like not let it go. So I said, listen, I'm not going to open for him. I don't open up for thieves. He's very well known for that. And please do not call me again. I don't want to open for him. Thank you. All right. And then he was still a douchebag. Listen, we'll give you this much. And I'm like, you can give me as much as you want, but I don't open up for thieves. I'm sorry. And there were many other comedians that did not want to open for him. I was like, oh my God, I'm not the only one. So I hung up the phone and yeah, I didn't regret. I didn't feel bad. I didn't feel like, oh my God, what did I do? I pretty much felt good, because I'm not going to open for somebody that's been now known as a thief, a liar, and just because you were in a couple movies, you had your Mind of Mencia, and then you were on Def Jam and the Tonight Show. You had your own special, and it's like I don't know. As long as you're labeled as a thief in the entertainment business, I'm sorry. Um, he had his own like Latin Loco, I think it was called. It was kind of be like the Latino Def Jam. That failed miserably, and he was hosting it. I cannot perform with an entertainer that steals, you know, and I'm so glad to this day I still did not do it. But now, due to the fact that now not only is he a liar, a thief, now he's a tax evader, and now he's looking at like 11 something years in prison. And I'm kind of glad that now he's going really down for it because the stories that I've heard about him, he's like full of shit. It's all about him. He thinks he's still a god of comedy, and it's like, dude, maybe 30 years ago you were, or 40. You know what I mean? But now you're not. It's like you had your time, you had your moment in the sun. It's kind of like when Dane Cook came out, and he was huge for like 5, 6 years, and now where is he now? I'm not putting down Dane Cook. I made him once. He was very nice. Hold on. Oh my god. But yeah, this goes to show you, man, karma's a bitch. And now Carlos Mencia is like still denying and lying. He's like, no, no, they're just doing that because I'm not paying my taxes. Is all they got me for. Listen, ballpark neck, all right, pay your taxes. Every year when I go do my taxes at H&R Block, the first thing after they do everything, I say to them, "Do I owe anything?" I mean, tell me, please. And they're like, "No, no, you're fine as long as you're filing." Yeah. Do you run a business? No. Do you own or a partnership in a couple businesses? I'm like, no. And this and this and this. I'm like, I'm good. Do you own property? No. And I'm like, no. Then you're fine. You don't own nothing. I said, oh, thank God. Okay, good. So pay your taxes, people. You know what I mean? Just because you trying to scrounge some money, hide it, it's like not a good idea. So if you owe like $700 to the IRS, pay that. $700, save up for a year, 6 months. If you have 6 months, see, look, the thing is about the IRS, they're not like this. You owe the money tomorrow. I want it tomorrow by midnight. If not, I'm gonna break your effing legs. You understand me? No, they're not like that. If you owe $700, they give you like a time expanse. Like, okay, we'll give you 3 months, and you owe us $700. And if you have the money, you pay that, you're good, you know? But they're not going to be like, hey, pay us overnight. No, they're not like that. But yeah, now he's looking for tax evasion. He's looking at 11 years in prison. And I'm a very happy man, as well as Joe Rogan and George Lopez and other comedians. Oh my God, we are happy kazoo time. Yeah. Fireworks. Big time fireworks. Yeah. Is everybody happy? Good.
Okay, boss.
Anyway. I like to say this about last week. I did the Camden Comedy Collective open mic, and there was something that I said on stage, and some negative stuff about other agents, other comedy clubs. And one thing is, like, I'm not afraid to speak my mind. You know, I was very truthful of what I said about these other places, and I'll say them. I don't care. The Soul Joe is a dickbag racist cocksucker. Um, Next Line Comedy, they're an asshole, dickbags, douches. You know what I mean? And what are they gonna do? Hey, we're not gonna book you in our club. I don't really give a fuck. I don't want to do your racist club. You know what I mean? I got 15 other clubs ready for me. What are you gonna do? Call don't book Jerry. You know, one, they don't know your effing ass, all right? And two, I've known them longer, all right? So for you to try to cock block my career, good luck. I've known these guys way before you did. The first thing they're gonna say is, and I know what they're gonna say. Who are you? I mean, who are you trying to tell me who not to book? F you, especially four guys that will get like a little mafioso on them. Yeah, I'm not gonna say their names, but I mean, yeah, if kind of who's this guy from the Next Line that called me? And I was like, oh, him. He likes sucking cock at night. It helps him sleep, you know? Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry about him. Don't worry about him, you know? But the Camden Comedy Collective is by far one of the greatest. And I said it on stage. It's like it gives other comedians that one word, shine. It does. It This is a place where they treat comedians with respect, kindness, courtesy. No one's there with cliques. No one's there to put down another comedian. No one's bullying. No one's harassing. It's all respect. It's all like motivation. And that's what entertainers need nowadays. Nowadays, you get these entertainers that are like, excuse me, I refuse to perform, but I don't have a wine glass of my unicorn urine, please. And fluff my pillow, and I need my super solid anti-mantium microphone before I get on stage, please. No, no one's like that. No one's like that. And Selena, that runs the place, she knows the one word that everybody needs is love. That's the one thing she gives is love. And she shows it, she represents it, and she gives everyone the opportunity to perform. Either you're a beginner, a middle, or a veteran. You know, most of these places, like if you are a beginner and you bomb like two or three times, you're like number 40 the next week or number 50 the next week, or sometimes they just don't want you back. And it's like, dude, what the F? You're not supposed to be that way. Everybody has to keep coming back to get better. It's like I tell the story of this guy that told me, you know how you become a better entertainer? How? You keep performing. That's it. You know, how are you going to be a better performer if you don't keep performing? So, but some of these places don't give these rookie comics an opportunity. You know, it's like they look away from them like as if they have a wart on their forehead and a third eye on the tip of their nose. It's wrong. You don't do that. You know, but the Camden Comedy Collective, they're not like that at all. If you're a rookie, keep coming back. If you're a veteran, keep coming back. If you're a veteran like me, you know, if there's a comedian that needs my help, yeah, I'll help him out. You know, hey, what you doing? What am I doing wrong? All right, this is what you're doing wrong. I'm gonna help you do it right. You know, and the other comedians that are like that. You know, they need that love and support and that energy and that focus and that determination, just and that motivation, just to and that morale, just to say, you know what, I'm going to keep going back up there. I'm going to write more material and get better. You know, there are two places that are like the Camden Comedy Club, the Meadowlands Comedy Club, Joseph Losner, and the Comedy Explosion, Jacoa Johnson. They're also like know how to treat comedians with kindness and respect, and I go to them from time to time. Um, and if there were not like that, I would not trust me. There were other places in the past where I was like, really, it's all about you, not the entertainer. And I told Selena the story. Being in this business for a very long time, I before the internet, I had to like hand out flyers. You know what I mean, just to have people watch me perform, and then I did like free shows, like benefits, and I would do like open mics anywhere, even if it was poetry night. And I would just, oh, it's poetry. Oh, do you have a poem? Yes, I do. And then I would do my set. And I'm like, that wasn't poetry. That was comedy. I was like, well, yeah, it was comedy about the soul needing to laugh. You understand what I mean? Yeah, that actually happened. It was at some comedy clubs. Actually, it was like a poetry night, and it was just in the one in New York, a lot of them in New York and Philadelphia, and I think this was like in very late '90s, early 2000s. This is when I was like really hitting uh stage time, and I would in that time before the internet was really up to par, it wasn't on our phones yet, but basically I had to like look at the newspapers and then if I'd find a cafe with a computer, hey, any local comedy places. So I remember we have the newspaper in my hand, and then I was like, "Ooh, entertainment section." Oh, yeah, here we go. Comedy open mic night, open mic night, open mic night. Oh, poetry night. Okay, I'll go do that and do that and do that. So next thing I know, like these people would get up on stage. One would talk about love, the other one would talk about black beauty and power, and then there would be another one about how my cat died, but my cat's always in me. You know what I mean? And so I would get up there and be like, so anyway, the other day I was at a store and I was like, I would go to my routine and have the bongo like that in the background. So next thing you know, I told the guy, "Hey, this and that and the other thing." Boom. So, yeah, and I did laundry mats. I did, good God, I did like divious clubs, and I did a biker bar. Yeah, I paid my dues. Let's put it that way. And I did like, oh my God, I did an all Muslim comedy show. Yeah, and I was like the only pale skinned guy at the show. And you want to talk about like, um, I didn't struggle. The crowd, I kind of broke the ice with them a little bit. You know what I mean? But they were like, "Hey, you're not black. Who are you, man? The white man's up there, man, trying to tell jokes. You ain't that funny, man." I was like, "Oh my god!" It's like, so I did my 10 minutes. I got paid. I hung out for a little while, and then I left. And nothing happened. You know what I mean? It was a fellow comedian who's still alive today. You know what I mean? Just say, "Come on, I need somebody to do a spot. Can you do it?" But the Camden Comedy Collective is just by far one of the nicest and coolest places that you can go up there and just be yourself and have fun. And there's not that many places that do that. Not many. There's too many places that like their favorites and have a clicks, and they keep using their favorites over and over and over and over again, and it's like too much favoritism, and I cannot stand that. You gotta let everybody shine. You gotta let everybody be in the clique. You gotta have everybody be your favorite, because they'll remember that. They'll remember you, you know? And I know there's some of those places that used to do that. Some of them went out of business. Some guys just couldn't take it anymore, and then some of them just left because they couldn't take the favoritism bullshit or the racism in it. When I say racism, trust me, I had I confronted some of these club owners or club bookers very well cloaked. You know what I mean? It's like, ooh, yeah, I don't think you're cool to perform. And if you look, they use like the same white comedians all the time. You know what I mean? It's like if you're white, you're gonna get to perform. If you're black, I'll let you perform once every 9 months. There you go. See, I'm not a racist. It's like, oh, what the hell was that? Yes, you are. But I want to give super props to the Camden Comedy Collective. Thank you so much And to Selena, keep doing what you're doing, girl. All right. And a lot of people are saying immensely nice things about you. So word spreading fast, how you are with comedians and how you run your business. And I'm telling you, when the Netflix studio opens, me and you are gonna go there, and I have ideas that can help you with your business. All right. So let's see what happens. All right. So thank you, Ken, the Comedy Collective, also Meadowlands Comedy Club, and the Comedy Explosion. Thank you so much. Those are the other two agencies, again, that know how to treat comedians with kindness and respect and dignity. And that's what we need nowadays. It's a rarity now. Mm. Mm. Oh my God. Hold on. Ah, I'm drinking my coffee and I just ran out. Damn it. I'm sad. So Jaws, the 51st anniversary is this is July 5th. It's showing on the Jersey Shore this week. July 5th, yeah. And I went to it last year. I went with this girl. I had a nice time, and then she turns out to be a gee, let me end my relationship with Jerry while I'm in London, England. Yeah, I'm brave. No, you're not. Um, yeah. There's a long story. I think I said it before. But it's good to watch. If you want to see it, it's this July 5th at the Seaside Heights. Check it out. What they should do is have the fireworks way far and away. You know what I mean? Not near where they're showing the screening of Jaws. Bad idea when they do that. So let's continue, man. Yeah, yeah. So what the hell am I looking at here? God damn it! I'm looking at this. I'm trying to make sure I said everything before I get off. God damn it. Yeah. So I go back to work on Sunday. Effing sucks. Which I'm going to do this. I'm going to take one day off of probably in July and August. One day off. Use my vacation time. One of my vacation time. And I'm going to use that one day to go to the beach. And I'll probably be on a Wednesday, just go early in the morning and just get away. um yeah, I just cannot take this anymore. I'm just at a point where it's just yeah, I'm just trying to enjoy what's left of the summer. Right now we got another 60 more days. Yeah, technically, yeah. Yeah, 60 more days that the summer is over. NFL season, right now, it's still not there yet, but they're trying to gather all their players, all their rookies, all their starters, all the people that they signed, making sure I believe it will be in mid July where they call everybody to camp, and that's when they're going to try everybody out to see if you qualify, see if you're fit, see if you're the one. So, and then August is going to pretty much preseason games. So I'm really excited for the NFL season to be starting really soon, right? And I cannot wait. So right now, I'm just trying to make the best of it and enjoy what I can, get some more rest. I've been napping a lot on my week off, and napping is very good to me. I mean, my body needed rest. I've been very good on my diet. I've been having my smoothie for breakfast. No solid foods. I would have like a little snack here, a little snack there. You know what I mean? Like cheese and crackers and yogurt, and then I would take my hunger control supplements, and next thing you know, hey, I'm not hungry anymore. I mean, I was like, hey, I'm good. And then I would take my other supplements to go poopy, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. So I would take that and I'd be like, good. I'd be, oh, yeah. Yeah. And then next thing you know, I run to the toilet and just flush. Oops, damn it. I hit the wrong thing. God damn it. Oh, wait a minute. I hit the wrong one.
Oh yeah!
That was the wrong button. I don't scream, oh yay. So I go there and I flush. Yeah, then yeah, that's what I would do. What the hell was that? Really? Flash? Oh my god. What the hell are these sound effects that I'm having? God damn it. Anyway, so yeah, I go back to work, and like I said, I'm gonna pick one day of out of the month of July, probably on a Wednesday, and just say, you know what, I'm not going in. Where are you gonna go? I'm going to the beach, away from you effing guys. All right. So out there, people, and just make the best of it. You know what I mean? Listen, everybody gets their crazy days and the wackos, and you tend to lose it. You don't want to lose it. I got to save up my days again for my birthday week. And this time on my birthday week, I am going to make plans to get away. Probably go to Puerto Rico for 3 or 4 days, maybe 3 days, not four. You know, and the first thing I'm going to do is probably go to a nice resort, go to the beach, walk around the town a bit, and eat some real Puerto Rican food. And then after that, just make the best of it. Just make the best of it. But for right now, I'm just enjoying what I can and what I can do. And just pretty much, just like I said, fix the house, take care of my dad, uh, you know, do everything way ahead of time. You know what I mean? Because I did my laundry today. Now I don't have to do it tomorrow. The only thing I have to do tomorrow is, like I said, is just cut the grass. That's it. To wash my car, and it's like I really want to, but the problem is, it's like it's gonna rain on Saturday, and I'm like, really? Is it gonna be that pointless for me to wash my car and it's gonna rain on Saturday? Like, okay, let me check the weather. God damn it! All right, here we go. There we go. Weather 10 days. Okay, so on Saturday, it is going to start raining at exactly 2 o'clock in the morning. And then a little drizzle here, a little downpour there, and then all the way till 6 p.m. Oh my God. And then after that, the rest of the week is going to be in the 90s. Oh, F me, dude. Yeah. Um, so what I'm gonna do after I get off this, I'm going to get my ice water, post the new one up, and then after that, probably complete my writing, and then figure out my set list of the stuff that I want to talk about while watching the World Cup at the same time. And there's these movies that I'm gonna go see, probably like The Warriors, Amadeus. That's another movie I gotta catch up. And I only saw Amadeus one time and The Warriors one time. I have to see it again to figure out the storyline. But other than that, like I said, I'm making the best of it, dude. I am. I'm trying my best to save money. I'm trying my best to pay off my bills on time, and I'm trying my best to stay sane. I'm trying my best not to let women get the best of me, or really screw me up. Good God, man. Um, yeah, because women are expensive, dude. Yeah, they are. You may think they aren't, but they are, dude. So, like I said, I'm trying not to let a woman get the best of me or control me or my money, which that will not happen. Do you hear me? Because right now I'm on Tinder, and it's like, no, not interested. Hell no, I ain't interested. See, I'm going left. No, hell no, 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 mm-mm. No. Why are these women with huge ass teeth? They remind me of Bruce. Fish are friends, not food. And then Bruce does that big ass smile. It's like, oh boy, really? Okay, yeah. So, like I said, I'm trying to make the best of it and just have a good time before I go back to work on Sunday. And it's not going to be a good day. It's going to be good because it's overtime. So on Sunday, I got to go and start work. I got to leave this house like around 4 something in the morning, and then leave my house like around 5 because work starts at 6:30, which is okay. But I'm not going to work on Thursday. F that dude. No, I'm going to use UPT. I am not coming in on Thursday. I'm like, you know what? F that. I'm staying home. So yeah, um, yeah. I'm not going to defeat my body just to come in. But Jerry, it's time and a half. It's like, yeah, I know, but I'm be too damn tired. No, I'm staying home. I got a lot of things to do and a lot of things to take care of. So besides all that, man, just make the best of it. Do the best that you can. Make plans on your vacation. Don't go be like, oh, I don't know what to do. Well, if you know what to do, write it down. Have a plan. Have a schedule. That way, you do know what to do. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is about my time for the Jerry Torres program. I like to thank everybody for listening and for coming on, staying on. Thank you. Anyway, ladies, as you all well know, I am an accomplished author. I've written a book entitled Chinese Food for Breakfast. You can find my book either on lulu.com, that is LULU, or on Amazon Kindle. And it's an ebook. You can download the book, read the book anytime, anywhere on your phone, tablet, or your laptop. And the book is only $4, people. So you're really not going to be breaking the bank. So download the book today and enjoy a good read. Chinese Food for Breakfast by Jerry Torres. Yeah. Ooh, she's hot. Anyway, sorry about that. Okay. Yeah. Why not? Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I did expose that. So, damn, you're going, wait a minute. How many miles are you? Hold on. Anyway, let me get off Tinder. Anyway, and also, so download. Okay, yeah. Also, listen to my good friend Latice Mitchell's podcast show, Toys Talk. She's in the works of making a comeback. You can listen to her previous podcast shows on TikTok, Instagram, or on YouTube. Her podcast show is about fun, life, family, and relationships. Whatever she talks about, she makes it hysterical. She's also one of my favorite comedic buddies out there, and she is hysterical on stage. So if you're interested, listen to her. She's making a comeback. Latice Mitchell's podcast show, Toys Talk.
In your face.
Toys Talk with Latice Mitchell.
Get wrecked.
Toys
Sunday.
Talk.
Monster Truck.
And listen to Gordo B. His new album and songs are up right now. You can find him on TikTok, Instagram, or on YouTube. His music is about fun and it's about energy, but you can also understand what the hell he's saying too. And it's a type of music, it's like I compared it to De La Soul, Diggable Planet, and the Tribe Called Quest. All three in one. And it's very poetic lyrics too. And you can, all it is, you can just put your headsets on and just bop your head and just enjoy good music. And that's very rare nowadays. He's in the works of making a tour, but if you're interested in finding him and his music, again, go to TikTok, Instagram, or on YouTube and download his new album and download any of his music. And I'm telling you, you won't regret it. It is very good music. The name is spelled Gordo B. That's Gordo capital B. Yeah. Also, do I have the B sound? I want to see that B. Let me see if I can find B. Nope, it's not there. Wait, B. B. Oh my God. No, it's a beetle. What the hell? Wait, it's a watch beep. Is that it? Oh, that's a peep, not a. Anyway, I'm moving on, dude. And listen to Funky Times. They are a great band. They mix it up with jazz, funk, rock. They know how to make music and make music right. If you're interested in hiring them for an event, send them an email, work things out with them, and I'm telling you, you won't regret it. So download any of their music. You'll find Funky Times on TikTok, Instagram, or on YouTube. And speaking of Funky Times, I use their music pretty much to close my podcast. Where are they? Oh, here they go. Sorry about that. And a 3, 2, and a 1, and a 1, 2, and a 5, and a yeah.
3, 4.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to another episode of the Jerry Torres program. As I always say towards the end of my podcast, whatever religious figure you believe in, may you be blessed. I bid you all a fondue. I'll be back. So I ask you all, please don't go with changing. I'm gonna get it going and bye.
Powered by Riverside FM.
Powered by Riverside.
Limited time offer. No purchase necessary. Offer valid at participating locations. Void where prohibited. No animals were harmed during the production of this soundboard. Subject to change without notice. Side effects include dry mouth, occasional pig snort or two, sore stomach, teary eyes, achy jaws, and whatever tingles well. Laughing heart.
You've just heard the Jerry Torres program on Spotify, Riverside FM, Apple Podcasts, and listen to him to other podcast affiliates. Subscribe to the Jerry Torres program on Spotify, ladies and gentlemen, because remember that the Jerry Torres program has been known to bring magic into your heart, mind, and soul. Magic.